Hello and welcome, influencers, to the Choose to Live show. It is your girl here, Anika Cohen, and I want to welcome you to our show. It is the show where we choose to live, right? We choose to live. We choose to be liberated, improve daily, be vivacious, and enlightened. And so I am super excited to have you here on another broadcast, another segment of a phenomenal show where we're intentional about positioning ourselves to choose to live, right? We are choosing to defy our reality. Regardless of what's before me, I choose to propel forward, right? I choose to live. So listen, if you are new to this show, I want to welcome you here. We have a phenomenal guest. I am super excited to introduce her to this platform, introduce her to our guest. I'm super excited. She is here to talk about our latest edition, our third edition, Influencers on the Rise. It is our third edition anthology project, and she's here to share her story and her message and her strategy. So I am super excited to be presenting to you our guest on today. So listen, without further ado, allow me to present to you Paula Kendrick. Welcome to the Choose to Live show.
Hello. Thank you. I am so happy to be here.
It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you here on the
Yes.
Choose to Live show. Listen, influencers, we are in for a treat because she is our co-contributor in our third edition anthology, Influencers on the Rise. And she is sharing her story, her message, and her strategy. And I'm super excited that I get to connect and collaborate with some amazing women in the industry. They are bold, they are courageous, and Paula is no exception. She is phenomenal in her own right, and she's here to share with us her story and her message. So I know you will be inspired. I know you will be uplifted. So listen, without further ado, can you just take a moment, Paula, to share with us who you are? Who is Paula Kendrick?
I am a 50-year-old African American female. I am an author. I am a international speaker. I have been on various platforms. I have recently graduated and got my undergrad degree in healthcare administration. I'm a mother of three adult children. They're all girls. I'm a grandmother of a daughter that came by way of a previous marriage, and I'm just striving. I'm living and striving. That's who I am.
Listen, okay. I love it. I love it. Mother, okay. Entrepreneur, go getter, okay. I love it. I love
Yes.
it. And I'm super excited to have you here with us on the Choose to Live show. Again, listeners, if you are new to the show, this is the show where we choose to propel forward. We choose to launch our dreams. We choose to execute our goals. Okay. So we want to welcome you to our show. We want to welcome you to a space where you can choose to let down the ego. You can choose to let down the pride. And she is here because she's one of our co-contributors in our third edition anthology. And so I know one of the questions that everyone asks is, the question is, what is your story? What is the story? Because we can go on and on about our success, but I know to every successful story or every successful woman, they have a story. So share with us, what is Paula's story?
My story is I am a byproduct, I say, what I used to say, of rejection and pain. Um, I was an adopted child. I know who my adoptive parents are. Actually, my adoptive father and my birth father were brothers. So for me, I just dealt with a lot of pain there. And then adversity. When I saw this online about being a co-author, I jumped on the process. I was like, I need to be a part of this venture because we all think of adversity as being, something harmful, something painful, but it's just all how you look at it. I've gotten to a point in my life, it's all about perspective and how you look at it. Everything is not meant to hurt you. And everything that I go through in life now is like it's a life lesson. It's something in it that I've got to learn, and for me to be able to help somebody else to just let you know, no matter what you go through, it's temporary, it's a part of the process. We need to go through it, and it actually makes us stronger because by me going through certain instances of my life of pain and rejection and hurt, I truly found myself. I found the strength to endure. I find the strength to go on. I didn't. There are things that I have been doing and being able to do now in my life. I've never been able to do before because I was always was being depended upon someone else. But now it's me. It's more than just me being somebody's wife or somebody's mother, grandmother, aunt, or whatever. I'm Paula Kendrick, and I've got a purpose. And just being able to say, hey, we go through things in life, but it's not there to hold us down, keep us down. It's actually there to motivate us. So I'm just here to let everybody know, no matter what you go through in life, there is a purpose. And there is something that you've got to learn from that trial and that tribulation.
Listen, you said a mouthful. You said so much that was valuable. You said about perspective. And that's one of the things that I
Hmm.
have learned in my journey of becoming is that when you change your perspective, you do change your life.
Yes.
You change your outlook on
Yes.
life. And your transitions through life will become easier. So I thank you for sharing that because, again, oftentimes when we are changing the way we go about living, right, the way we think is the most essential part of
Right.
that. Because if you hold on to traditional ways of thinking that don't serve you or your purpose, you are limiting yourself,
Hmm.
influencers. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Paula, for being that light, and showing
You're
up because
welcome.
it doesn't feel good what you're going through, right? It didn't
No.
feel good, but it is
Right.
working for your
No,
good. And
not
we
at
all
all.
have an
But
assignment.
right.
Exactly. We all have an assignment. We all have a purpose. So, what made you join this anthology, Influencers on the Rise? What made you say yes? Because this is not her this is not her first edition. She is already a published national author. So, what made you say yes? I want to be a part of this
Right.
collective and collaboration.
I just think it's interesting as far as different women from different backgrounds can come together and just tell their story of how they overcame. Because whatever you may have gone through, the next one may not have been able to come through it. It may have, broken them down. They may have cried each and every night about the situation, but yet just being able to look at you and know that you made it through whatever adversity that you had to go through. And like I said, it's just all about perspective. It's not just harboring on the hardships that you go through. It's actually there to help you. And once I changed my mindset and started looking at it a different way, I've truly been blessed. I said that I was not going to be defeated. I was not going to let it keep me down. I was going to keep pushing myself. And just knowing that, looking at the different women on this platform and just knowing what each and every one has gone through to adhere to the adversity, to come through it, it's just a blessing.
Absolutely. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. And our world is changing. There's so many things going on in our world. But
Hmm.
one of the things that I believe is that we do have the power, we do have the control in
Hmm.
our space, right? And I say our space mentally, right? And I say it physically. I have
Right.
control over that. And so when we can learn to take back our power, take back our dominion over our mental space, over our physical space, that's all the control that you need. You will be
Yes,
so much better in life when you know that there's no limits to your success. When you declutter
exactly.
the space, right, and get around like-minded people. And that's been one of the things that's been helpful to me is the power of collaboration, the power of partnership, the
Right.
power of extending a hand. And how has that been a blessing to your journey in the marketplace with collaborating and partnering with other people in the industry? How has that helped you?
Just kind of being able to network, gain friendships, sisterhood, just having someone to hold you accountable as far as the same for you yourself as well. Just knowing that you can look at your sister and say, hey, she did it. She's transpiring, she's striving, she's moving, she's making it happen. And it's like, I can do that too. Just being around motivated individuals, inspirational individuals. Positivity is the main thing. Being around positive people will keep you positive, keep you focused, keep you grounded. So that's my thing.
Yes.
No negativity, just positivity.
No negativity, just positivity. I love that. Keep it simple. We
Ma'am.
always are looking for a deep revelation. We want to be so deep. And I'm here to tell you it's all in the simplicity of life. It's all in the simplicity of life. We overlook right what's in front of us. And if we can learn to connect with one another
Hmm.
more often and link arms with our sisters and our brothers, we are better
Yes,
together. I believe that you cannot run your
we are.
entrepreneur journey by yourself. You can't do this
But
thing
no,
called life by yourself. We do need each other. So what can our
that is
readers
correct.
expect from your contribution in the anthology? What can they expect from reading your contribution?
Just being able to say to yourself, have a different perspective. Stop looking at the negative of your situation. Look at the positive. What is it that that situation is actually telling me? And just knowing sometimes you have to self reflect and just remember what you've actually come through from the past to the present and even going into the future. Don't stay stuck. I say this all about seasons. It's constantly changing. Don't get stuck. And most importantly, keep God first. Make sure that you have prayer in the process because that is truly the only thing that is going to get you through whatever you're going through in life.
Mm. Yes, my God. Well, you just led us into my next question. I was going to ask you to give our listeners, those individuals who can who may need some help, because I understand again that everybody's not happy. Although you got a smile on your
Yes.
face, you're not happy. Although you got a smile on your face, you're not at peace. I understand what that looks like. I understand what that feels like
Mhm.
because I've been there, right? And if you don't nurture your
Mhm.
well-being, if you don't nurture your mental space, if you don't nurture
Mhm.
your emotional space, then you die. And I don't mean
You do.
literally. I mean, we
You
just
do.
die. We give up, right? There's no hope. And I want you to choose to live today. So thank you for just giving them advice. But what would you have to say to that person who may just be in a space of despair? Can you encourage them?
Yes, I would like to say if you feel the need to get professional help, do so. As far as in the African American community, we are so afraid to ask for help. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it takes more than just prayer. Sometimes you have to go the extra mile. And if you need to talk to someone other than God and get some professional help, please do so. Make sure you stay positive. If there's anything in your life negative, you need to remove it. Get around positive, motivated individuals who are going to push you. And that's what I have in my life. Some positive friends who are going to push me as well as me push them. Because we're on a journey and we're not in this journey alone. We've got to have someone along the way to help us. if you got a good friend or several good close friends that you can talk to, and sometimes that's all a person needs is just a listening ear. Just have someone to listen to them. They don't need any answers. They just need you to listen. Be that listening ear for that individual, whatever you need. Just remember, we all go through struggles, and some of us make it look easy, true enough, but we all go through struggles. And just make sure that you talk to
Listen.
God each and every day. Because I'm telling you, I've been in a place of despair.
Hmm.
I've been through some hardships, and I'm telling you, God got me through some deep and some dark areas of my life. I've been troubled with grief before, and I'm here to say God got me through some turbulent times in my life. But just know that there's there help is there. Just make sure that you reach out to somebody.
Listen, listen. Thank you. Thank you. Because again, I always like to take out time to encourage that man or that woman who is suffering in
Yes,
silence and they don't know the words to say. Sometimes you can't utter the words to say. It just comes out in a moan. It just comes out
right.
in the groaning. And I get that. And so I always want to be intentional with really taking out time to encourage that man or that woman
Yes,
to let them know that they're not alone. Don't you give
that's right.
up. You choose to live today, choose to
Yes,
smile today, even with the pain, even with the agony. Choose to smile, choose
that
to
is
live
right.
because, again, this is going to add value to your purpose. This is going to add value to what you have been
Yes,
called and assigned to do. So hold on. Thank you, Paula. So
you're
I want to
welcome.
get into our fun trivia game. We
Okay,
play with all of our guests. This is fun facts about Paula.
okay,
Okay.
all
So
right,
listen,
okay,
influencers, I've already prepped her. She knows that these questions are off the cuff. Okay.
okay,
I don't know what I'm
okay.
going to ask her. All
All
right.
right.
So we'll just start with first question. What is your favorite book? If you don't have one, you can give me your top three.
I, I really don't have a top book. Now I like to read. I'm more of like a romance novelist kind of person, but I don't have a just one particular book per se.
Okay. All right. So give me your top three songs right now that you're listening to. Those are your go to. It doesn't matter what kind of genre, it doesn't matter. Just what are your top
Okay.
three songs that you're going to?
Need me by Leandra Johnson. Oh, because I've got that on repeat. Change Me by Tamla Man, and you would ask me that, and I listen to all kind of songs, and I can't even think of like the titles of the songs.
It's okay. You can just give us
Um,
the names of them. It's
uh,
all good.
but also, but I like like Anthony Hamilton. He's my favorite. Calvin Richardson. He's my favorite.
Yes.
Like I said, Leandra Johnson, Tamla Man. Uh,
Yes. Some
that's
good
yes.
old singing. That's some good singing right there
So
now.
yeah.
That's
So
some good
I do.
singing.
I mean, I like a mixture of everything. So
Right,
yeah.
right. Okay, so all right, let's see. Last question. Let's see. Your last vacation, where did you go and with who?
My last vacation. My mini vacation was with my sister, Terry Taylor. We went out of town and went to Mobile, Alabama for one of my book tours. But my major vacation was with a friend slash coworker, and we went to Jamaica. We went on a cruise. And that was last year
Okay.
actually before the pandemic hit. So that was my big major vacation.
Yes, I love Jamaica. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, so listen, here's what I want us to do. I want you to say and complete this statement because,
Okay.
again, this is all about inspiration
Okay.
and motivating our listeners. And one thing that I've learned is that we're always learning. So it's
Okay.
interesting to know what people are learning, right? So you're going to
Right.
say and complete after me. I've learned and I'm learning.
Okay. Hmm. I've learned to depend on me, to be able to self care. I'm always, taking care of other people. That's what I've learned. I'm learning as well as to just be free, to love more, um, to sometimes just be vulnerable, to let you see me as far as who I am. Because sometimes I'm a little standoffish. Sometimes, I can, what the folks would say, they have the bee looking face. So I'm learning to to kind of let the walls down a little bit and be more vulnerable. Just being able to love more, a little bit more friendlier, just learning to take care of me more as well.
Yes, listen, I say it influencers all the time. Put you on the calendar. It is very important that we learn to put ourselves on the calendar and daily,
Yes.
daily. Give yourself 5 minutes to yell, to release, because you
Right.
said something that sparked the flame in me earlier within this segment. And it reminded me of, the fact that we're all going to have moments in life where we're
Right.
angry, where we're frustrated, where,
Mhm.
things just may be chaotic in our
Right.
world, children acting up. Come on here,
Yes.
life,
Yes.
right? But
Right.
have
Life.
your moment, but don't stay there. You
Right.
have to choose to keep moving forward and give yourself permission to have minor steps. Those minor steps
Yes.
add value. Those minor steps create major impact. They that's what leads you to the success and the assignment that you've been called to do. So Paula, you
Right.
have been great. You have been
Thank you.
great on
I
our
mean,
show.
we all fail at something, but we just don't have to stay in that failure. I mean, it's life. We're gonna fall and we're gonna fail. It's okay. Pick yourself up. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Just pick yourself up and keep it going and keep it moving. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So, listen, influencers, there you have it. We have had yet another phenomenal show
Yes.
with the amazing Paula Kendrick. Again, she is a co-contributor of our third edition
Hmm.
anthology, Influencers on the Rise, How to
Yes.
Thrive Against Adversity. So listen, it will be live debut, okay? Our live book launch debut will be
Hmm.
June the 26th. So I want you ladies and gentlemen to stay tuned. Again,
Hmm.
this will
Yes.
be our live book launch. So get ready. I'm super excited. Are you excited?
Yes. I'm excited as well.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for what's
Yes.
next. So, what is next for you, Paula? What is next? What do you have going on in your world?
I'm actually on tour right now with some more ladies and a couple of gentlemen. It's called the Art of Transparency Tour. We've got about 3 or 4 more cities to hit before it's completely over. I've already written 2 books of my own. I'm a co-author on another book other than this particular book here with you all as well. I'm just blessed and just looking forward to what God has in store for me for the remainder of my life. I actually am looking forward to doing another book of my own. It's not going to be a sequel to my first one, but it's just kind of go in alignment with that one. So I'm just pumped. I'm just blessed, and I'm just looking forward to whatever my life entails as far as the next stage of my life brings.
Absolutely. So, let our listeners know how they can connect with you on social media. How can they connect with you?
I am on Facebook. My personal Facebook page is Paula Kendrick. You can also find my business page for my book under author Paula Kendrick. I am on YouTube. I am on Twitter under Miss PDK. And let's see, I am as well on, where is it? I would go blank. I would like
It
really
happens
go
to the
blank.
best of us.
Um, I'm on I'm on Instagram under Paula Kendrick Lightshine. I'm just really everywhere. If you Google Paula Kendrick, I will pop up and you can find me each and everywhere. Like I got a podcast. So yeah, just Google Paula Kendrick and I'll pop up.
All right, all right. Okay, so I heard podcast show. What's the name of your podcast show?
It's PK. Whatever I think about, I'm gonna talk about. It's called
The-
PK. It's called PK time.
Okay, PK time.
All
Listen,
right.
go check that out,
So
influencers.
yes.
Go check her out, Paula Kendrick, live here again. Look
Yes.
out for our live book launch debut. That will be June the 26th. It's going down. Listen, influencers, I love to hear from you. So let me know what you thought about today's show. I want to hear from you. You can go to ladyanikastewart.com and connect with me. I would love to hear from you. As always, influencers, you already know what I want you to do. I want you to choose
Mhm.
to live, choose to be liberated,
Yes.
improve daily, be vivacious and enlightened. Until next time, influencers, choose to live.
Bye.